What if I told you that the real secret behind healthy, active, and energetic seniors isn't expensive medicine, extreme workouts, or complicated diets, but simply what they eat in just one full day from the moment they wake up until they go to bed? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see a complete 24-hour eating pattern that can literally transform energy, digestion, memory, joint health, and even how young the body feels after 60, 70, or even 80 years of age, and most people have no idea they are doing it. Completely wrong every single day. Let's start the moment the day begins. Healthy seniors don't jump out of bed and rush into heavy food or tea on an empty stomach. The first thing many of them do is hydrate, not just a sip, but a full glass of warm water. Sometimes with a little lemon, sometimes just plain, because overnight the body becomes naturally dehydrated, and the brain, joints, and digestion all depend on that morning hydration to restart properly. This simple habit alone can reduce morning stiffness, improve bowel movement, and even help control blood pressure. And here's something most people ignore. Healthy seniors are not in a hurry in the morning. They give their body time to wake up slowly. And that slow start reflects directly in their digestion for the rest of the day. Now, within 30 to 60 minutes, breakfast becomes the most important fuel of the entire day. And no, it's not sugary cereals or heavy oily parathas every morning. A typical healthy senior breakfast is balanced, simple, and easy to digest. It often includes foods like oats, whole grain toast, eggs, yogurt, or soft porridge. Why? Because after sleep, the body needs protein for muscle maintenance, fiber for digestion, and slow-release energy so the blood sugar doesn't spike suddenly. Many healthy seniors also include fruits like bananas, berries, or apples in small portions because these give natural vitamins without overwhelming the system. And you'll notice something interesting here. Portion controls everything. They don't overeat. They eat just enough to feel energized, not stuffed, and while eating, they don't rush. This is something most people underestimate. Healthy seniors chew slowly. They actually taste their food. This improves digestion, reduces acid problems, and prevents bloating throughout the day. Eating slowly also helps the brain recognize fullness, which naturally prevents overeating without any diet struggle. Now let's move into mid-morning, around 10 to 11 a.m. This is where many unhealthy routines go wrong because people either skip eating or grab processed snacks. But healthy seniors usually go for something light and natural. It could be a handful of nuts like almonds or walnuts, maybe a piece of fruit, or even herbal tea without sugar. This small snack is not about filling the stomach, it's about keeping blood sugar stable and preventing energy crashes, especially nuts. They are extremely powerful for seniors because they support brain health, heart health, and reduce inflammation in joints. By lunchtime, which is usually the heaviest and most important meal of the day, healthy seniors follow a very balanced plate approach, even if they don't call it that. There is always a source of protein like chicken, fish, lentils, or beans. There are vegetables, often cooked lightly or steamed, and there is a moderate portion of carbs like rice, whole wheat roti, or sweet potatoes. The key here is balance, not restriction. They are not starving themselves, they are nourishing themselves. They are nourishing themselves. One major habit you will notice is that they avoid excessive oil and fried foods during lunch. Not because they can't eat it, but because they know how it makes them feel afterward. Heavy fried food slows them down, causes sleepiness, and affects digestion. Healthy seniors prefer feeling light after eating, not sluggish. And water intake continues here too, but not excessive water during meals, just enough to aid digestion. After lunch, something very important happens that most young people completely ignore. Healthy seniors often rest, not a long deep sleep, but a short 20 to 40-minute rest or calm sitting time. This helps the body digest food properly and prevents stress on the heart and metabolism. This midday pause is one of the biggest secrets of longevity because it reduces stress hormones and gives the body time to process nutrients efficiently. Now, moving into the afternoon, around 3 to 5 p.m., energy can naturally dip. Instead of reaching for sugary biscuits, sodas, or processed snacks, healthy seniors again choose simple options. This might be herbal tea, green tea, roasted chickpeas, yogurt, or a small fruit. The idea is stability, not stimulation. They avoid sugar spikes because they know those spikes lead to crashes, and crashes lead to fatigue and irritability. Hydration continues steadily throughout the day. Many seniors who feel energetic later in life have one thing in common. They drink water regularly in small amounts instead of waiting until they feel thirsty. because thirst is actually a late signal of dehydration, not an early one. Now, dinner is where things become even more important. Healthy seniors do not eat heavy dinners late at night. Their dinner is usually lighter than lunch and eaten earlier in the evening. This is one of the strongest habits linked to better sleep and improved metabolism. A typical dinner might include vegetable soup, light lentils, grilled fish or chicken, or soft cooked vegetables with a small portion of carbs. The goal is simple: nourish the body without overloading it before sleep. And something very important happens here again. They avoid late night heavy eating. Because when the body is forced to digest heavy food at night, sleep quality drops, acid reflux increases, and morning fatigue becomes worse. Healthy seniors respect their body's natural rhythm. They eat early, they eat light, and they give their body time to rest and repair. After dinner, many of them also take a short walk. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle walking improves digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps the body transition into rest mode. This simple habit is often responsible for better sleep and lower inflammation in the body. Finally, before bed, hydration is light but present. Some seniors drink a small glass of warm water or herbal tea. They avoid caffeine, sugar, and heavy snacks at night. And they go to bed at a consistent time because food is not the only secret here. Timing is just as important as what they eat. Now, if you look at the full 24-hour pattern, you'll notice something very powerful. Healthy seniors are not following extreme diets. They are following consistency. They are eating simple, whole foods in balanced portions at consistent times while avoiding extremes like overeating, starving, or late night heavy meals. And here is the truth most people don't realize. It's not about one perfect food, it's about the daily rhythm. When you repeat this kind of eating pattern every day, the body starts healing itself naturally. Energy becomes more stable, joints feel less stiff, digestion improves, and even mental clarity becomes sharper. Many people think aging means slowing down, but what I've seen from truly healthy seniors is the opposite. When their eating habits are aligned with their body's needs, they actually gain more stability, more calm energy, and more control over their health than they had in their younger years. So if you are watching this and thinking about how to improve your own health or help a loved one, don't try to change everything at once. Start with one simple thing from this 24-hour pattern. Maybe it's drinking warm water in the morning. Maybe it's eating a lighter dinner. Maybe it's adding a small, healthy snack instead of processed food. Small steps repeated daily create massive transformation over time. Because in the end, healthy aging is not a mystery. It's a routine, and what you eat in a single 24-hour cycle is quietly shaping your energy, your strength, and your future more than you realize right now. Healthy seniors don't follow complicated diet charts or extreme restrictions. Instead, they build their entire day around a simple and consistent eating rhythm that naturally supports their body without stress or confusion. And this is one of the biggest reasons they are able to maintain steady energy, better digestion, and long-term health, even in older age, because from the very first moment they wake up, they begin with hydration, which gently activates the body after hours of sleep and prepares the digestive system for the day ahead. And instead of rushing into heavy meals, they allow their body to slowly adjust to the morning state, which helps reduce stiffness and improves mental clarity. Then comes breakfast, which is never random or overloaded, but always balanced with light protein, fiber, and natural energy sources that keep blood sugar stable and prevent sudden energy crashes later in the day. And this simple approach is what allows their body to function smoothly without unnecessary pressure on the heart or digestive system. And as the morning progresses, they avoid heavy snacking or processed foods and instead choose small natural options like fruits or nuts, which support the body with steady nutrition without overwhelming it. And this pattern continues into lunch, where they focus on a well-balanced plate rather than large portions or oily, heavy meals, often including simple proteins, vegetables, and moderate carbohydrates that give strength without making the body feel sluggish. And what makes this even more effective is that they eat slowly and mindfully, which gives the brain enough time to recognize fullness and prevents overeating, which is one of the most common causes of discomfort and weight gain in later years. And after lunch, they often allow a short rest period, which is not laziness, but a natural recovery phase that helps the body digest food properly and reduces internal stress. And this rhythm of eating and resting continues in a calm and balanced way throughout the day, where they avoid sudden spikes in sugar or unhealthy cravings by choosing simple snacks like herbal tea, yogurt, or light fruits in the afternoon, which keeps energy levels stable and prevents fatigue. And by the time dinner arrives, they naturally shift toward lighter meals because their body no longer needs heavy fuel at night, and they understand that digestion slows down during evening hours, so they keep their food simple, easy to digest, and early enough so the body has time to process everything. Eat before sleep, and this full day pattern is not about restriction or dieting pressure, but about listening to the body and giving it what it actually needs at the right time in the right amount, which creates a natural harmony inside the system. And when this rhythm is followed daily, it supports better metabolism, stronger immunity, improved mental focus, and a feeling of lightness that carries through the entire day without effort or stress. And this is why so many healthy seniors appear active and energetic even without intense exercise routines, because their food habits alone are working in alignment with their body's natural design. The real secret of healthy aging is not just about the types of food seniors eat, but far more importantly about the timing, balance, and rhythm of how they eat throughout the entire day. Because when the body is given food at the right moments and in the right amounts, it begins to function in a more natural and effortless way that supports digestion, energy, and mental clarity without forcing the system to work under stress. And this is exactly what healthy seniors understand deeply, even if they don't explain it in scientific terms. They simply live it every day through their habits, starting from early morning hydration, which gently wakes up the internal organs and prepares the stomach for food instead of shocking it with heavy intake immediately after waking up. And then they maintain a steady flow of nourishment through the morning with light and easily digestible foods that provide energy without causing sudden spikes in blood sugar, which is one of the main reasons they avoid fatigue and mood swings later in the order day. And as the day continues, they naturally space out their meals in a way that allows the body enough time to process each meal fully before the next one arrives, which prevents bloating, indigestion, and unnecessary strain on the digestive system. And this spacing is just as important as the food itself because it creates a rhythm where the body knows when to expect energy and when to focus on repair and recovery. And another powerful habit is that they avoid heavy late night eating because they understand that the body's metabolism naturally slows down in the evening, and forcing it to digest large or oily meals at that time can disturb sleep quality and increase inflammation in the body over time. So instead, they choose lighter dinners that allow the stomach to rest and the body to enter a repair state during sleep, which leads to better recovery and refreshed mornings. And alongside this, they also include small, healthy snacks at the right times during the day, such as fruits, nuts, or herbal drinks, which helps maintain steady energy levels without relying on sugar or processed foods that create energy crashes. And what makes all of this even more powerful is that they eat mindfully without rushing, which means they chew properly. They pay attention to fullness signals, and they avoid distractions that lead to overeating. And this mindful approach not only improves digestion, but also strengthens a connection between the brain and the body. So hunger is better regulated naturally, And when all these habits come together, they create a powerful internal balance where the body is never overloaded or underfed, but always supported in a steady rhythm that enhances sleep, improves metabolism, reduces stress on organs, and keeps energy levels stable from morning until night in a way that feels natural rather than forced. And this is why many seniors who follow this simple structure often feel lighter, calmer, and more active compared to those who eat irregularly or rely on processed and heavy foods throughout the day. Because ultimately, the secret is not in eating less or eating more, but in eating in harmony with the body's natural clock and needs, which allows every system inside the body to function more efficiently and peacefully throughout the entire lifespan.